Hi everyone, welcome to Carolyn Braden's Turning the Ordinary into the Extraordinary. Today is a very simple craft and Valentine's Day is coming up, so this craft goes with Valentine's Day. I needed a little mini project to show my second graders a little bit about 3D art. We had just finished one project and we just have a little time left, so I needed just a short little simple project, and I thought, let's teach them how to make pop-up cards. Pop-up cards are when you take 2D pieces of paper, flat pieces of paper, and you make them pop out and make them 3D. So I have an example of one right here. It takes 2 pieces of paper, cardstock works the best, a pair of scissors, some glue, and a pencil. I'm going to bring the camera up close and I'm going to show you how to make a pop-up card. Step 1. Take the piece of paper that you want to be on the inside of the card and fold it in half. In school we call this the taco fold. So fold it in half, make your crease. You don't have to make it super crisp, but just fold it in half just like this. Next step is decide what design you want to be on the inside of the card. I have decided that I want a heart shape. So if you're going to do this over and over and over again, I suggest making a tracer. I made one for my students, and this is a half of a heart. So all we're going to do is take the half of the heart, we're going to put it on what I call, like a book, the spine of the fold, the folded part, the spine. And we're going to take our pencil and we're going to trace around the tracer. If you want to do this free-handed, go ahead. There are other shapes you can do, but since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I'm just going to start out with a heart here. I'm tracing, 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 turning. You need this little bar at the edge like this, and you'll see why in a moment. Any shape that you make must start here, come here, not all the way in, stop right about there, go out. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get along the tracer. I just got a little messy right there, but that's okay. And I'm tracing that side. So I have this just like that. The reason why I made a tracer is so if I want to do this over and over and over again, I have a tracer and they'll all be exactly the same. The next part of the project is taking your scissors and cutting along the outline. It's very important that you follow exactly where I'm going to cut, because if you don't, you might accidentally cut the heart off of the piece of paper, and you don't want to do that. You want it to all stay right in here. Try to follow the outline just like this. If you have any pencil marks that show when you're ready to put this in your card, you can always erase them. That's why I suggest doing it in pencil. Then I'm going to cut here. Then I'm going to come down here and cut here. Please leave this part here uncut, because if you cut there, this whole section is going to come out and you don't want that. So I'm going to put my scissors down and I'm going to open up my card. Now I want you to take it and flip it over just like this. Flip it over. Then, this is where it gets tricky. Take this part after you flipped it over, and I want you to kind of take it with your fingers and pinch it like this. You're going to now fold it while pinching it the opposite way. So watch how I do this. I'm going to pinch it, making sure that these are folding the opposite way now. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pinching it here. This doesn't go the opposite way, only these part go this way. And I'm going to match my edges. I'm still pinching this right here to make sure I don't let go of it. Then I'm going to match the edges just like this. Fold it like that. And I've got that part of the pop-up made. That's all you do right there. Now what I want you to do is take that other piece of paper that you want to be the outside card, fold it just like this. Get some glue ready. You can use glue stick for this, or I like my Sobo craft glue. Then I'm going to take this pop-up, fold it the way I had it, take a little bit of the glue. I'm just using a little craft paintbrush and the glue. Remember I said you could use a glue stick. I'm going to put some glue on this part. Don't put it on that pop-up part. You want it to keep popping up. And put glue all over it just like this. I'm going to give myself some more glue here. If you use too much, it'll ooze out. So please, please, please make sure that you're putting a thin layer of glue on if you're using a liquid type glue like this. So I'm putting it all like this, all over this part here, and down in here, and down in here. Just like that. I'm doing this kind of fast. You might want to coat it a little bit better than I did. Then take it just like this and glue it to that one side of the paper. Make sure that it's even. Making sure that it's even. Sliding it around if I need to make it be just right. And then I've got that side. Then, while it's down like this, put some glue on this side. Remember, avoid this pop-up part, and put it down on this side. So, I've put glue on both sides, and I've glued it down inside of my other piece of paper, and here is my Valentine. I can always close it up, put Happy Valentine's Day, or whatever. If you don't want to do a heart, for those boys out there that say, this is really cool, but I don't want to do a heart, I've come up with some other designs. There is a diamond shape that you could do with a cutout in the middle, and that looks like this when you're finished. Looks like that. That's really cool. You can just close it up. And then when it pops out, it's like that. And then, of course, when it's closed, you glue this part to another piece of paper, just like this one. And if you like a star, here's a really neat star shaped. And this comes out like this. I need to go in and erase my pencil lines, but same concept. Remember, while it's folded, glue, glue, glue. Don't put a little bit of glue there because that needs to pop out. And then same on the other side, glue it inside of a piece of paper. I also experimented with a tulip shape. You can get very, very creative with this project. As a matter of fact, you don't have to turn these into cards. There is a book where I got this idea from. It's Books for Kids to Make, Making Books. It's by Gwen Dean. I believe that's how you say her name. It may be Dine. I'm not sure, I haven't met her. So this is a really neat book, and it teaches you all about how to make different kinds of books. You can make a whole bunch of these called signatures in bookmaking, and you can bind them together and make a really cool pop-up book. I hope you really like this project. If you want to get really creative with it, you could make some mini pop-up cards. And if your children want special Valentines, and instead of going out and spending a whole bunch of money, you could just get some paper together at home and have them make a whole bunch of these to pass out to their friends at school. Again, you'll do great with this project. Just rewatch the video if you forgot a step. Thanks for watching. Carolyn Braden's turning the ordinary into the extraordinary.